Okay, the official 4.0 livestream did end, and as usual, I'm bringing you the full recap, everything you need to know. There is a lot. I'm going to try to go fast to save your time. Before hopping into it, if you do want to prepare for 4.0, stuck grinding in Honkai Star Rail, need stellar jades fast, we've got you covered. Head over to U7 Buy, your ultimate gaming hub for save fast and cheap in-game top-ups. Whether it's Star Rail or your other favorite games, U7 delivers instantly and players love it. Check out their Trustpilot reviews, they're actually top ranked. On the Honkai Star Rail direct top-up page, you can recharge your account in seconds. For example, 8080 Honorific shards cost $99.99 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, you can see here it's way cheaper. Just pick your server, enter UID, pay securely, and boom, your account is instantly loaded. Want extra savings? Use code PRETSR at checkout for 5% off, perfect for last minute pulls, battle passes, or surprising a friend. And here's a bonus. If you spend $80 a month on U7 Buy, you can grab the Honkai Star Rail Express Pass for only 1 cent, which is nearly free. Click on the link in my description, recharge fast, save more, and keep blazing those trails. Anyway, so we do see 4.0 is coming. There's a lot of stuff. I didn't screenshot everything for the maps just because there's so much and I don't want to extend this so much, but here's some shots we did get in the beginning. Yao Guang looking super beautiful as usual. Oh, quick disclaimer, I'm also not going to be cutting anything, so you're going to hear any mistake of me speaking or the clicks, so sorry about that. I'm trying to get this out as soon as possible. And I also have an appointment in like 30 minutes. Anyways, so, yeah, more stuff here. This is the stuff you should do to this video right now. Leave a like, no cap. Here's some shots of the animations. We get to see more. This is a shot of Yao Guang's ult. Yep, a lot of stuff here. And then the new Trailblaze mission chapter as we are going to be going into 4.0. Brand new place. We are going to Planarcadia. Anyway, so yeah, here's some more shots of the map. They did show off a lot, but I just screenshot mainly the ones that did look pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going on. It actually looks really cool overall, in my opinion. Here's a bit of the new minigame. It's like Mario. Like, this is legit just like Mario. It looks so fun. Usually, I'm not the biggest fan of minigames in this game just because they don't really appeal to me, but that looks cool. Here's some more shots of the map. Again, they showed so much stuff on the maps. Like, here's some stuff in the school. You saw mainly, like, the outer stuff, probably the main area. Here's some stuff you can see in this, like, school-like thing. It actually looks really cool. I'm really excited to go here. It's going to look absolutely stunning. Here is some more stuff here. So, yeah, here's it at night. At night, this might be, like, my favorite shot in the game. Like, I think this might be the coolest part of any map. It just looks insane. It is going to be really cool. But yeah, they showed so much maps. Here are the characters, Yao Guang and Sparxie. And this little shot here, we're going to get a little animated thing about Yao Guang and her departure. So stay tuned for that in a few days. Yep, here's Sparxie right there. So they don't really go over what they do right now. They just tell you like their paths and such. As you saw, Yao Guang was physical elation. Sparxie is a fire elation, both 5-star characters. And then they do mention the actual characters that were dispatched from the Southern Hunters, being Silver Wolf and Blade. As we already did expect, we already saw they're going to be getting their SPs, so that's going to be something as well. And Pearl is the 10th owner and CEO of Arcadia. So a little bit about Pearl's role right there was mentioned. I thought to screenshot that just for more people to like. And also, here's some stuff as well. The 4.0 Trailblaze missions related to Elation will also last a year. So I guess this means similar to Emphorius, we are going to be in Planarcadia for the entirety of 2026. At least probably until, like, December, like, near the end, just like how we went back to Penacony. We might go back to something else. They don't really mention what it is, but yeah, mostly for the part that it's going to be lasting the whole year. And the second half is going to be a, like, more IPC-coded thing. And they did show, I didn't screenshot it because I didn't get the right shot, but they did show Aventuring. Yo, low-key soft confirming the second half Aventuring SP. I will be E6ing if that's the case. I will lose my mind at the moment of the announcement. But yeah, so second half is mostly going to be stuff with Express. Is also heading to the headquarters of the IPC Entertainment. So, yep, more stuff here. Another part of a map. I don't know why I said that twice. Anyway, so, yeah, there's just so much maps. And, I don't really know why there's a bunch of toilets as, like, seats. I don't know if it's, like, a reference to, like, Skibidi toilet or something for brain rot. It is Elation, it is Aha, so my guess would be that. There's a little disco room, big stuff. There's like a big Aha statue as well. There's just so much shots of maps. They really took their sweet time going over the maps. Like, I think 50% of the stream was probably showcasing maps, which I get. It is like a new place, but I don't feel like they should have done that, but I don't know. Anyway, the return of the golden trash can, big W there. And there's just a Stellar Jade on display. They know what we want. It's literally just a Stellar Jade on display. Okay, and then they showcase a bit of the elation mechanic. I already have a whole video dedicated to explaining it if you want to check it out. But yep, TLDR punchline here. You can accumulate more punchline, more elation damage. Procking Aha instant will have every elation character on the team proc their elation skill. As you do see here, Yao Guang and Sparxie are firing them. And yep, here you go as well. After doing the Aha Instant, you get the Certified Banger buff, which is right here, and then depending on the character, they'll do different things. And then they showcase a little more on the characters themselves. So for the first half, we have Yao Guang, probably one of the most beautiful characters in the game. I can't wait to pull her. So here's some shots there. This is the basic attack. As you can see, it's like a blast, and then the skill, and also the ultimate, which also force procs Aha Instant. I have a whole build guide on her you can check out, which will take you over everything you do need to know, including her kit. And then there's also the talent, which you can see she adds an extra elation instance here, and if you consume skill points, you get another one as well. As you see, Archer here has 2 instances. So that's a cool part of her actual talent. And then we have Sparxie, who is the second half character, as we are seeing some more animations here. Here's your skill. You pop the skill, you go into this thing where you spam and practically give her back shots over and over, and then you just build up the meter, and then you fire it. I didn't screenshot it in order. Here's an elation skill screenshot. Here is an ultimate screenshot. And then here is the actual, like, fire after you spam a bunch. So that's some stuff about the new characters. Then, of course, the 2 new buff characters. Sparkle is getting a buff, as it's just a screenshot here. I have a guide on her as well you can check out if you want to know everything that was buffed. 6 skill points for the team, and then there's a bit of Black Swan, more Arcana stacks. Also have a build guide on her you can already check out. So yeah, Sparkle and both Black Swan were buffed. So if you've been living under a rock, you know that now. And then here are the banners. So Yao Guang, of course, for Lycone. Here are the 4 stars if you're interested in any of them. Maybe if you're a newer player, Payla could be really good for you. Pearl's Lycone, just general good. And then the reruns. The reruns are indeed Evernight, Hycelines, and Black Swan for the first half. The second half is, of course, the addition of Sparxie. And the reruns are Ceridra, Rappa, and Sparkle. So for all of you guys that were saying, don't listen to my video talking about reruns, how I'm gonna be wrong, suck it. I was right for 100% of it. Anyway, so those are the stuff there. They showed some new stuff. Here's some new Lycones as well. 4-star, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Priceless Jewels. This is the free one. This is the Battle Pass one. Then there's also the 3-star Lycones that are going to be new. Warp, you're going to get this S5 if you summon, like, any bit away. You'll probably get an S5 by the end of this update if you summon at all. New upgrade materials, you see the trace for Elation, the Hunt trace material, which, ooh, I wonder, it's a Hunt and also electric. Oh my god, I wonder if that means Lightning Hunt. Lightning type character ascension material, oh my god, I wonder. And then enemy drops, that's going to be the common stuff. And there's also this, they already announced this, but pretty much you can 1-to-1 trade to Elation mats. So right now you can really farm for some other characters' trace mats. Let's say you fully farm at Harmony 1, you can trade it at a 1-to-1 ratio to the Elation stuff, which is going to be for a limited time, so you can really pre-farm them now and then just trade it in when the update does happen. So if you want to pre-farm for them, do that right now. And then 2 new relic sets. One is the best in slot for Sparxie, the other one is for Yao Guang. Of course, more characters in the future probably will use them too. Although we have to see because some stuff doesn't really let you stack them. Anyway, yeah. So we are also getting a Planet Fisher, Realm of the Strange, generic stuff, double the garbage, so W there. Here's a screenshot of the new boss. It's going to be an Elation shield. That's really all you need to know. Here's new enemies. There were a few, but this is like the main one. All these are just related to Elation. There's this like little bear thing that you see on the map. I didn't get a good screenshot here, but you can find them on the map. Here's a little bit more on the other minigame stuff. They decided to end up showing their stuff. They literally mentioned Super Mario, Mega Man, Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, they literally just copied them. They just wanted to blur it out. So, yeah, there's that. Here's another thing regarding a minigame from what it does seem. This whole thing rotates. You can color everything. It's going to be an experience. This one looks very interesting. And then you can, of course, see them on a map. They literally added the ooh-ee-ah. Like, I saw that and my mind was just like, what? I love that meme so much. So like this is fire. And then of course you can interact as coins you can get from playing mini games and finding on the map. You can trade it in for this stuff. Here's some shots of some of the new events. This is like a more card style collector one that you can do. So I don't really want to call it a TCG, but they pretty much just talk about cards using that. So that's one of the events, which is probably going to be the major part of the actual update. So this is the major event. You can actually end up meeting all the characters. So also W there. Here's another event where it's kind of similar to the 1.5 Gwenhyphen event, where you really just make content, get views, all that stuff, and then there's just a bunch to do. So there's also that as well. So here's a few screenshots of that, some of the rewards, and then this one, which is kind of just like you select it, allows you to play a little mini game, as you can see here. So that's also another event. And then Currency Wars is getting an update. They are expanding the level cap, so for you Currency War addicts, that's going to be for you. They also added a bunch of new stuff like the character changes. Some characters got extra path stuff. They also increased the skill point path stuff. They also added a new difficulty, which, yeah, I screenshotted right here. A lot of stuff for Currency War, so for any of you addicts, you'll be having a field day. Of course, they added the new characters as well. Then there's also this where I got a bad screenshot, but pretty much Silver Wolf just hacked into it and has removed the level cap Not the level cap, the damage cap. I meant the damage cap. So the damage cap is removed. As you see here, you can do a bunch of damage. There's no more damage cap for anyone that actually hits that. Boom. Currency Wars is also going to... I said Currency Wars. Divergent Universe is going to be getting its practical final update from what it did seem like them saying. It's going to make it for you to get the rewards easier, as we are soon exiting this kind of Divergent Universe stuff. So maybe the air stuff is finally coming to an end. I say finally, I want to cry. Yeah, it's about to conclude. So that is going to be for you guys. And then here is some quality of life starting from 4.0. You can claim rewards and dispatch attachments, assignments at any time. So you don't got to select characters and stuff anymore. You just let it go from that screen. There's also this. This is the best part of the update. You can finally see the substat. If you guys play Genshin Impact, when they did add the whole thing, like, oh, you can see the fourth stat if you get a 3-roller. We're just getting that exactly here. You can see the fourth stat. So you don't have to roll into it and pray anymore. You can see it. You can mark it as discard. Boom. That's the best thing. And then some extra rewards. 10 actual tickets and some stuff here for just logging in. Here's the Gift of Odyssey we always get. Here is a free Ruanmei outfit. So for any users who love Ruanmei or user still, she's getting a free outfit. The Trailblazer is also going to be getting a free one, which we'll get into in a second. Log in, check for 5 days, get 1,600 jades. More pulls there, W the pulls, and then, yeah, there it is, the Trailblaze fashion. There's some stuff that you also get on the head as well, so outfit plus this stuff. Didn't really screenshot all of them because there's no point, but there's this funny one. Purchasing a bundle gets you this loading thing, very funny. And the whole thing about choosing a 5-star was indeed real. So it is the exact pull right here, as we see Jingwan, Kafka, Yao Guang, Jinglu, Sparkle, Acheron, Aventuri. I'll have a full video on this probably sometime tomorrow as I'm uploading this. For who you should pick, it's very obvious, but I will make a video for anyone that is torn in between, and also account for stuff like E1, so stay tuned for that. And there's also this stuff, returner experience optimization, so just more stuff for anyone that is returning to the game. There's also this, which is the pre-registration event if you care, and starrail X Fortnite. This was already announced, you probably already know this, but I just went quickly on that, and they showed a bit of the Silver Wolf SP at the very end. So that is it for the 4.0 live. I do hope you found this video helpful. Of course, if you did, dropping a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel or haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon for future videos like this, along with all the types of Star Wars content, and I'll see you later. Peace out.